Hello, Taurus. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. I want to start by saying welcome or welcome back. Special welcome if you are new. Welcome back if you're not. Hi, babes. All right, let's get right into your reading. Just want to start by saying this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. But other than that, let's get right into your reading for you, Taurus. This reading is going to be for the full moon of July 10th, which is going to be the full moon in Capricorn. Let's get right into your reading. The last few readings have been stunning, so I'm excited for yours, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you. All right, for Taurus, for the full moon July 10th in Capricorn. Okay, interesting. Nothing will come of this situation, void course moon. All right, so we're starting off a little scary. That's okay. Bottom of the deck, it says, be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. I like that, actually. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, Taurus. I'm getting that some of you could be in a situation where you're trying to make something work and it's not working. And Spirit is saying, don't try to force it. It's just not working. It's not working. There's a need for you to, okay, I'm getting two things, okay? The first thing I'm getting is, for some of you, Spirit is wanting you to stop putting your time, energy into a specific situation and shift focus to something else because it's better suited for you. Or for some of you, you're in denial. You are desperately wanting to make something work that's not working, and you're fighting Spirit on something new. And Spirit is saying, this isn't going to work. There's something new you have to put towards. There's something new you need to move towards. Getting the Fool also, a lot of the Fool energy. There's a need for you to kind of just trust and believe that everything that's happening, it's going to work out in your favor, Taurus, but you have to kind of like ease up the reins on believing that your way is the only way or the right way. And that's okay. I get it. I'm stubborn too, okay? I'm not saying anything about you, baby. I'm the same way. I get stuck in my plans, my ideas, and I think this is the only way I can do it. But sometimes Spirit is like, no, I have something else for you. I have something completely different in mind for you. All right, let's see. I got actually a couple of new decks, okay? But we're going to use one of them today, well, right now. I'm not going to use it in the other two in this reading, but we'll use it in this one. So this is my angel number oracle deck. Let's see what's coming in for you for this full moon for Taurus. What do they need to know, Spirit, for this full moon? Okay. Wow. For Taurus. Okay, there we go. All right, can I have one more? Ooh, okay, you gave me three. I'll take it. All right, so the first one you got was 222. It says alignment, harmony. So the key message is alignment. I really like that for you. 9 of Cups, that's what I'm getting. Okay. The message says, how do you move forward towards your true calling, Taurus? Simply follow what brings you joy. Your passion and enthusiasm will be your guiding light. If something sparks your interest, follow it. These paths will lead you closer to discovering your life's purpose. The number is 222. And so the keywords are harmony, authenticity, relationships, growth, balance, choices, devotion, trust. Oh, I like that. Okay. You also got 777, which is manifested wisdom. Let me get it right. All right, it says fulfillment, success, abundance, spiritual growth, divine support. You got a lot of growth, spiritual growth, things are growing, new things shifting. I really like that for you. Because on this 222, it says growth. And then on this 777, it says spiritual growth. And then on this 1001, it actually says personal growth. So a lot of growth happening. I really like that. All right. So 777's oracle message says, this message finds you in a time of uncertainty, Taurus. Yet rest assured that you will emerge victorious from any challenges you face. Remember, You possess valuable life experiences and wisdom that can inspire others. Sharing this wisdom will require enthusiasm, effort, but it will make a meaningful impact. Keywords are fulfillment, success, abundance, spiritual growth, divine support. And then lastly, you have 1001. And it says spiritual awakening. I'm sold already, girl. All right. It says you're entering a new phase in your spiritual journey, Taurus. While it may feel like a dark night of the soul, know that this part of your awakening, you are on the path to enlightenment. And this challenging period will soon pass. Trust the process and growth and transformation. Keywords: new beginnings, personal growth, embracing creativity, finding your path, inner peace, transformation. You got a lot of cards that talk about being in the dark, Taurus, and not seeing things clearly. But there's a lot of growth that's going to take place from this dark period. But I'm getting, there's a lot of darkness. How do I put this? I'm getting blindfold energy. A lot of dark, you may not see all the answers. So for some of you, you feel like you might be stumbling in the dark. Can't see clearly, can't see your path. You're like, where do I go? What do I do? What's happening? I don't know. I'm lost. You know what I just heard? Some of you also could be watching Lilo and Stitch, not the full action, not the live action, because I haven't seen it, but I'm seeing specifically the cartoon movie of Lilo and Stitch. And I'm seeing that part where Stitch like has the book with the ugly duckling and he says, I'm lost. And he's like in the woods by himself and he's wondering where his family is. That's what I feel like. For some of you, you could feel like you're isolated, alone, and that you're lost. But there's clarity coming. Things are going to start shifting. But there's also a need for you to... It's a specific situation that is putting you in this predicament. And I feel like there's a need for you to step back and let it go. Let's get some tarot out for you, Taurus. All right, for Taurus. Cool, I'm just making sure everything's in view. All right, for Taurus, can I get a couple of messages for this full moon? Ooh, that came out right away. Got the Magician. Ooh, 8 of Cups. I really like that. One more, please. Okay, that came out extremely fast. The Hermit. Yeah, Isolation. Bottom of the deck, you have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is that wounded warrior, exhausted, tired energy. Interesting. Let's keep going. So, Taurus, the first card you got is the Magician. I love the Magician. Y'all know I love Doctor Strange. He's like one of my absolute favorite characters in the Marvel universe. But anyway, you got the Magician as your first card, which I really, really like for you, Taurus. So with the Magician, it is basically realizing that you have all the tools you need to make something happen, right? In the original deck of the Magician, he has the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. And he has a wand in his hand saying that he can take any of these elements, all the elements in the suits of the tarot, to create whatever he wants. And you know what's so crazy? I'm seeing like you like creating something and you're like, it needs a little bit more cup energy. Okay, now it needs a little bit more fire energy. Almost like an alchemy type of energy of like creating the perfect balance. That's what I'm getting. And Taurus, with that Magician card, it feels very much like you're in an energy of wanting to create something amazing for yourself. And I really like that. That's the best energy to be in. Let's clarify it. Why the Magician for Taurus? What's this? Page of Swords. Okay. So, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. I really like that. That is that big boss energy. That is leader, entrepreneur. Some of you could be getting a message from your boss with an opportunity that maybe you've even manifested. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting you might have manifested more money, an opportunity, and now it's like, here you go. For some of you, you could be wanting to manifest something where you have to take a leadership role. And I'm not saying like just work. I mean, it could be work, yes. It could be money, yes. It could be you deciding to, invest more in yourself, do TikToks or YouTube or whatever the case may be, Taurus. But it feels very much like you're deciding to take everything you know with that Magician card, take your wisdom, take the fact that you have everything you need, and you're doing your research. Page of Swords can also be research. Of course, pages in the tarot can be messengers, yes. And you could be receiving a message from a boss, a superior, someone who is doing very well. And you could be manifesting that type of energy towards you. But for some of you, I feel like you're realizing that you want more, so you're getting the research done to be a valuable resource to others. Like, not even just to others, but to yourself, actually. Let me change that. It's to yourself. It feels very much like, for instance, like let's say you are working as a secretary at a, let's say you're working as a secretary at a daycare, right? And you decide, I want to open up my own daycare, right? So then you're like, how do I go about that? So you start doing research and you start figuring out, what do I need to do? How do I get certified? How do I get set up? How do I, and it's almost like you start to realize that there's more that you want to do with your life, and you're getting the research, you're doing the due diligence to make it happen. I really like that. Eight of Cups at the center of your reading. Eight of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you. It is that card of choosing more, right? And that's kind of what I've been getting with the Magician and the Page of Swords. It's like you're choosing more, you're choosing to have more, to do more, to be more, and to embrace more even for yourself, Taurus. I really like that. Let's clarify it. All right, why the Eight of Cups for Taurus? Why the Eight of Cups? Okay, Tower. Interesting. Yeah, it's, look at that, Seven of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Definitely, like I said, with that nothing will come of this situation energy right there, it feels very much like you're realizing that there's some things in your life that you've made hard on yourself because you've allowed certain things, people, whatever the case may be, you've allowed them to take up too much space. And I feel like when you decide to choose yourself, you decide to walk away, you deciding, you know what, it's not worth it anymore. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to change up my energy. I'm hearing people go bananas. People won't know how to handle it. Taurus, I don't know. I'm just getting like this Tower energy. It feels very much like people are going to start falling out of this tower. Like, I don't see you falling out of the tower. I see you deciding to leave the tower on your own, and everyone like losing their mind that you left. And they're just like, what do I do without Taurus? What do I do? But it's like, you're kind of contemplating something. There's definitely a situation in your energy, Taurus, and you have to, you have to figure out what that is. And if you feel comfortable, comment down below and, tell your story about what's happening with you. If you feel comfortable, of course. But it feels very much like you're in a situation. I'm hearing leaving home for some of you. I'm just getting, you're in a situation where you're like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to choose myself. I want to take care of myself. I want to invest in myself. There's more I want out of life. And it's like you deciding to choose yourself instead of continuing. I'm so sorry about that, Taurus. So my video cut off, but this is, got the Eight of Pentacles here with the Hermit. And what I was saying was, because I just got this, and then I also noticed that we got the Nine of Wands twice for you, for both bottoms of the deck. So for some of you, I'm not really sure where it cut off, Taurus, but I was saying with that Eight of Cups in the Tower, it feels very much like you're walking away from something. And I was saying that for some of you, you could be in an off again, on again relationship where the person has always thought that they can just come back around. And this time around, you're like, I'm serious. I'm really walking away and I'm choosing myself. I also was saying that the Hermit card is the card of Virgo. Eight of Pentacles is also a card of Virgo as well. So you could be kind of in a lot of Virgo energy, deciding to be diligent, take care of yourself, to be patient. You could also be deciding to really hone into your craft. I'm getting someone who's like I said, getting information, doing your research. The Hermit is also a card of wisdom, right? He is a card of focusing in on wisdom, getting knowledge, getting information, tapping into their intuition. But it feels very much like you're keeping your head down and you're focused and you're like, I'm going to work. I'm going to work to better myself, my life. I'm going to create the life I want, the love I want, the job I want, whatever the case may be for you, Taurus. But it feels very much like you're in this energy of, I am going to create something amazing for myself, and I'm going to put in the work, and I'm going to make sure that I am knowledgeable and I'm wise through this, but I'm also making sure to connect with spirit at this time. But the interesting thing that I'm finding is within both of the Nine of Wands, you could also be seeing like 999, by the way. You're tired though. I'm almost hearing like, even though you are going to keep your head down, you're going to work, you're going to be diligent, it might feel very tiring at this time to keep going, to keep pushing. But I want you to know, Taurus, like you are almost there, right? I feel like once you've let something go, a situation, you're going to be filled with new energy, new opportunities, and you're going to be excited to do some new things in your life. All right, I think that's all I have for you at this time, Taurus. I feel kind of bad. Your reading was cut short because my camera cut off while I was literally talking. And I feel like this reading has gotten so short because I'm trying to you know what I mean? Trying to replay what I said, but when I'm in it, I'm in it. So anyway, I do hope that this resonated. I do hope that you're having a good time, that you're okay. That you're staying safe, right? Whatever you're going through, if you feel comfortable, you can share it down in the comment below. Tell us what's happening in your life, what you're working on, what you're doing, how you're pushing forward. So that way we can send you love and be like, congratulations, keep pushing, like encouragement. Sometimes you just need a positive word thrown in your direction, right? So anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this reading, Taurus. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy your full moon in Capricorn. I'll see you in my next reading. Bye, my loves.